everyone. This is Lynn Rios with Fleetistics, and I'm here today with John Fontana from Rosco. John has some new things to tell us about Rosco's camera systems and a fairly new introduction to the marketplace. Say good morning, John.
Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate this. Happy to show you some of the new features and solutions Roscoe's come out with.
Perfect. Well, take it away, John. Let's go ahead and get your screen pulled up so people can see what we're talking about.
Awesome. So earlier this year, Roscoe launched its latest camera solution recording device into the Geotab marketplace. It's called DV6. And I'm just going to take you through a little bit of that. So DV6 really brings together all of the latest in AI technology, but also keeps the design that Roscoe has always been known for, which is security, and package it into an all-new windshield-based recorder. So our new DV6 captures and processes full HD footage of the driver and the road with both local and cloud storage options and integration into Geotab. It also generates in-cab alerts for drivers and helps provide data for fleet managers to help monitor trends of safety over time. So just some highlights: 2 adjustable HD cameras. Both are 1080p. It can be D-rated. Unique, feature to Roscoe is even at a D-rated 720, you don't lose any of the AI functionality. Everything's integrated into the device, so all of the AI, the DMS features and the ADAS features are all computed at the device level. The modem and antenna are all internal, which means a faster install and an easier install.
Awesome. I would want to mention here, because I've had quite a few customers recently ask about disabling the in-cab facing camera. And what I've learned about this camera is we can disable the interior camera without disabling the AI features, or we can disable both the AI features and the interior camera, which I think is a pretty awesome option.
Yeah, this is something we call stealth mode. So you do have the ability to turn off visual recording of the driver, but still process the behaviors. So you'll get an alert that says there was phone use at this level or at this vehicle, but you're not going to see the driver. So things like I think unions, expectation of privacy violations, if that's a concern in your state or county, all of that can be avoided with this feature. Of course, you can turn them both off so that it's not recording or doing anything. And then if you want to take it a step further, we also now, after years of feedback, make a cap for the lens. So even if it's turned off, you want to get driver buy-in. This is a commercially designed product. It's got a high automotive vibration rating from SAE. It operates in extreme temperatures. And we talked earlier about security. Everything is protected with security Torx screws. So your side plates that protect your power connections, your SD card, your SIM card are all under a security Torx. The mounting angle is locked, and the interior lens is also locked. And the interior lens has 4-way adjustability, up, down, left, right, on the interior lens to get the most accurate depiction of AI in the market today. We're picking up things like phone use, drowsiness, basic distractions, yawning. These alerts will notify the fleet manager and the driver. Both can be turned off, completely customizable to the fleet. This allows you to coach the driver, monitor their performance. And then our algorithms, we spent a lot of time developing our algorithms to make sure that dual vision was perfectly synced to the actual behavior. Our driver identification technology links drivers with data. We're maximizing productive alerts with our AI, which have been proven superior in accuracy over the competition. And again, the whole data set is customizable. So anything from events, drivers, vehicles, anything that you use to gather insights is all customizable. This gives you a really efficient solution because you only get the things that you need or want.
Okay.
All right. We're giving you real-time access. So directly in the Geotab portal, fleets will have real-time access to all of the event videos, the live streaming, and everything else that the camera provides. Um, uh, we're also now doing everything over the air. So a big change from our previous model.
Mm-hmm.
Reformatting, updating. It's all done over the air. You never have to touch an SD card ever again.
Awesome.
As a matter of fact, you don't even need to reformat. A big thing in the past was we constantly had
Yeah.
clients having to update their firmware. All of this it's gone. It's all done automatically. So it's maintenance free, it's effortless. Basically install it and then let everything else run its course, and what we've built into it will keep you up to date.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And then we've also built an installer app. So at the install level, we're making it even easier for installers um, to install the DV6. It cuts down on install times, and it gives you some nice tips and suggestions on where to mount, how to install. Here's just a really quick example of our installation app and report. We're going to ask for things like uh, line up this line here to make sure it's horizontal, line up this
Mm-hmm.
silhouette or avatar to line up with where driver's head is most likely going to be. And then we have this installation report, which gives us things like identification numbers, install dates, VIN numbers, license plate numbers, the camera model, the serial number, and then the installer information, so the company name, contact, everything like that. So in the event that we do have to troubleshoot something, or we do have to go back and look at if an install was done properly, this cuts down on
Mm-hmm.
troubleshoot times because we'll have a lot of the information beforehand, before we need it, which is excellent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're happy to announce that we are releasing our ADAS functionality in July. So that's our advanced driver assistance system. So we're going to be picking things up like forward collision warnings, headway monitoring, and following distance. And that's completely customizable to the fleet. So you can change things like the seconds that the algorithm is picking up for time to collision, or the seconds that it picks up for tailgating, things like that. Completely customizable. You can turn it off if you don't want that feature on. We are also rolling out new AI detections, so seatbelt detection with a new voice prompt that will indicate that no seatbelt is being detected, camera obstructions, and smoking.
All
That is
right.
all finishing up and being released. About that release, because it was a very big ask,
Yeah.
and so we're very happy that we're able to take care of that. Camera obstruction is going to be triggered if the in-cab lens, it cannot fully detect the driver's face while the vehicle's in operation. So
Okay.
things like sun visors being pulled down, or bad mounting locations, items hanging from the interior rearview mirror, um, uh, the rearview mirror itself, intentional lens coverings, hats, socks, everything like that, or the driver's face is outside of the camera frame. So what's happening here is the algorithm is looking for a face. If it cannot see that face for a certain period of time, you're going to get an alert. And that alert can be silent to the driver. It can alert the driver once, or it can be a continuous alert until the obstruction is gone. Uh,
Okay.
so some built-in safety to reduce driver tampering. Here are some examples of what we're talking about. So the sun visor is down. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you can only partially see a driver's face. Air fresheners are getting pulled in the way, or the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
So any of those would trigger that alert. Here is just a video example of a driver's face outside the frame. So this would be
Right.
indication of a maybe a poor installation location. I didn't mean to rhyme, but it just happened. But this blue box here in the video, that's done on the install. That's where you're looking to position that box to
Mm-hmm.
grab all of the driver's face in that frame. And because they installed it the way they did, when he leans over to the side, he's pulled out of the frame.
Right.
So we're going to get an obstruction alert. Uh, and then all of our auxiliary cameras are now fully HD, and they can be added into DV6. So you'll have expanded coverage. So backup cameras, side cameras, interior cameras, trailer cameras, cargo cameras, and more. This is our converter and multiplexer that work in conjunction to take standard HD inputs and convert them to digital outputs for the DV6.
Okay.
And here's an example of a fleet with 4 additional cameras set up. We have 2 sides, an interior cargo camera, and a backup camera. And lastly, our road-facing AI or ADAS alerts. Again, forward collision warnings are going to warn drivers of imminent front-end collisions. Headway monitoring is going to provide alerts to help drivers keep safe headway and avoid striking the rear of another vehicle. And then following distance is going to detect unsafe following, or what you would call tailgating.
Right.
Okay, these are all based on TTCs, or time to collision calculations, which basically consider distance and speeds of other vehicles. Okay. Now here it does say beeps and chimes. We've actually changed it to verbal alerts. We found through testing that drivers responded better to the verbal alerts, and so we changed it.
Okay. Well,
Here's
that's
an
some awesome
example.
stuff.
Yeah, this is really, really a good package. This is just of how it's working.
And tailgate warning. That's new.
Okay, and then lastly, we'll just talk about how this works. Your Go device is going to work normally in the vehicle. And that's going to work independent from the Rosco solution. Everything is integrated through the cloud. And then we're still going to utilize those rules inside Geotab's database to generate video data of what's happening, of the exceptions.
Okay.
When there is an exception that has video with it, it's going to call for that video on the Rosco side. Rosco's going to link it back into Geotab. And then the video will be right there for users to look at right in the Geotab interface. The only thing we're going to provide in addition to that are the AI events, which again can be turned off or on depending on the fleet.
Okay.
And that's how everything works.
All right, super. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today, John. And I'm sure that the people watching this video are going to be pretty amazed at all the new stuff you've got out.
If you've enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.